over Section 14. We see farmers being arrested just by Trafalgar Square. It's absolutely outrageous. This is absolutely scandalous. It's unacceptable. That's why we're saying we stand with our farmers together. Look at this, going through all these personal things. I mean, if this doesn't make your blood boil, Britain, if this doesn't make your blood, and how the Met Police suddenly have decided to get all strong after 2 years of some of the things we've been seeing going on here. When people talk about two-tier policing, I mean, this is the kind of thing they're talking about.
Yeah, it was banned right at the 11th hour. The organisers of this protest on Budget Day have been working, they say, for 3 or 4 weeks with the police, arranging 400 to 500 tractors to come down to Whitehall on Budget Day, protesting those inheritance tax reforms. At about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, the organisers were told, no, you cannot do it. It's going to cause too much serious disruption.
A few brave farmers have managed to get through. It's impressive, even though there's been a cordon to try and stop them. Here we are. There's a few that have got through to Trafalgar Square. They've been blocked off in Whitehall.
Dan, what was your reaction last night when you were told you're not allowed to come here anymore?
Absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated. You know, and being able to get the word out to everybody is impossible. They were coming anyway. You know, the Met unfortunately have scored an own goal here and created carnage. You know, we know it's come from government. We know they don't want to listen to us, whether in the House or on the street. But we need a right, you know, we need to exercise our right to protest. And at the end of the day, that's what's happening today.
This is their thoughts of the budget last year. This was all going to happen outside Downing Street. It was all approved, according to the Met Police, but cancelled at the 11th hour. Many of the farmers had come from Yorkshire. They had come from Somerset down here to protest. They've been pushed to a side road here by the Farmers Club instead of being allowed outside Downing Street, and instead they're holding their protest here. Shredding last year's budget is the picture that they wanted to see outside Downing Street today.
We want to be on side with them, but of course we feel they weren't on side with us because of some two-tier policing. We've read that there's going to be other demonstrations, other protests down Whitehall. It's going to be closed for them. It's not being closed for us today. It had been closed before, so there's no reason why not, unless the Met had been got at from someone up above, and maybe Starmer or Reeve said, I don't want them down there, but we're here and we're not going away because it's our livelihoods, and our livelihoods feed you, and every meal starts with a farmer.
I don't think I'm a social justice warrior. Maybe for animals, non-political, and stupidity. I try and keep it fair. Not that that does you any good. If the fairer you try to be, the more balanced, the more you try to see both sides of the argument, the more you're hated by both sides because you're not 100% on their side. So you literally can't win. There is no value to being logical and you know, really tolerant, properly liberal, right? Because both sides want to fight and they want to bring down. They're not listening to the argument or the principle. They just want to win the argument. Where likes and retweets are more important than actually being right within yourself. So I hope I'm not I wouldn't want to be a social justice warrior unless it's for, you know, actual, you know, a no-brainer. You know, stop bullfighting. Who's going to argue with that? Well, bullfighters, I guess.
Today you've just broken your manifesto pledges and your promise to millions of workers in the budget last year you would not extend the threshold. How in good conscience can you stay on in your job?
In the manifesto, we were very clear. It was the rates of income tax, national insurance and VAT. But I'm not going to get into semantics. I recognise that we are asking people to contribute more by freezing those allowances.
Today, she has announced a new tax rate of £26 billion. They're all cheering. Household income is down. Spending policies in this budget increase borrowing in every year. That smorgasbord of misery we just heard from her can be summed up in one sentence. Labour are hiking taxes to pay for welfare. This is a budget for Benefit Street, Madam Deputy Speaker, paid for by working people. This budget increases benefits for 560,000 families by an average of £5,000. They are hiking taxes on workers, pensioners and savers to pay for handouts to keep their backbenchers quiet.
This morning we're holding a protest outside Southampton Docks to show our anger at the Labour government not changing their plans on the IHT, and we're just sending them a warning shot that if this next budget goes badly, we're going to be out in force and we will shut the country down permanently.
So I've just come from watching the budget, and surprise, surprise, Rachel Reeves has broken her promise to you yet again. In fact, after her budget, she will have increased taxes 7 times more than she promised at the general election. And it means that working people are going to be worse off. In fact, according to her forecasts, working people are going to have less money in their pockets every single year until the next general election. And why? Because she's spending more on benefits, on illegal migrants and her trade union backers. It's wrong, it's unfair, and frankly, she needs to be given the boot.
I think I do give a fuck. I really do. But you've got to be quite militant about your right to give your opinion. And that's controversial these days. Even standing up for your right to speak seems to suddenly be controversial. Like, there's this thing that goes around about because freedom of expression means you could say something nasty, we should curb freedom of expression. That doesn't make any sense to me. Both sides should be fighting for freedom of speech. That's the one thing that whatever side you're on, you should fight for. And I'm suspicious of people who don't like freedom of speech, because that makes me think they don't want to hear something, or they don't want other people to hear something. You know, that's all rights come from freedom of expression. They're all based on it. This new thing that, you might say something that upsets someone, so you shouldn't say it. That's ludicrous. But I mean, I suppose that is a I don't give a fuck attitude there. But I'm right.
Gary, what happened to you this morning?
So on the drive-in, we got stopped by the police. I blew my horn. They came round to me and said, you need to get out of your tractor because you've committed an offence, and they arrested me, put me in handcuffs for that reason.
Put you in handcuffs for blowing your horn?
Behind my back. They weren't just like here, it was properly up my back.
I genuinely think people will be shocked by that. I am going to be taking this up with the Metropolitan Police Commissioner. I just find this extraordinary that someone who has come here peacefully to protest, who was driving his tractor through London, gets stopped by the police for blowing his horn. You could not make it up.
Carrying on top of my tractor in front of the horse guards, all the way to Big Ben. Tractors are parked up. They're still pouring in the back, and they just keep on coming. Thousands of tractors here. Back British farmers.
Get Starmer out! 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 Get Starmer out!
You can't really fight harder, Bev, because if we go out and we start spraying manure about everywhere, I'm sure that's what they want us to do, so they can close us down, and they will close down all demonstrations, rallies or protests, whatever you want to call them, because they say that we're the big bad guys, we've caused too many problems.
If we don't get a reversal, they've got to amend this policy. I mean, a reversal, I think, is actually the best thing, to be quite honest. But if they don't amend this policy, it's going to bankrupt just about every family farm. When they have a parent die, that's going to be the end of their business.
And we're hearing things in the budget, leaks about income tax, pensions, properties. What would be the rabbit out of the hat for farmers today?
It'd be quite nice to be acknowledged that we actually exist rather than just feeling completely betrayed by the government, and really it is the government we're betrayed by.
The other thing is this ridiculous thing of, oh, let's ask the average person what they think. Let's stop asking the average person what they... Do you know how f***ing stupid the average person is? We still sell bottles of bleach with big labels on that say, do not drink, right? Let's take those labels off, right? For 2 years, and then have a referendum.
I like it. I like creating something. I don't know. I like exploring. I like seeing what I can do. I like doing things that I'm interested in. I think that's probably where it starts. But formally, like you like David Bowie, so you want to be a pop star, or you like David Beckham, so you want to be a footballer. Well, that's not creativity, is it? That's it as a job. I think we're all creative. I think we're born with it. I think, if anything, it's sort of beaten out of us. Because I think playing is being creative. I think you have to play. And kids are creative. They come up with stuff. Imaginary friends, you know, building things. My mum told me once, right, when I used to sort of play Cowboys and Indians by myself, loser, also Native American, racist, 5-year-old Ricky, right? I used to play Cowboys and Native Americans down the bottom of the garden. And sometimes I'd work myself up into a frenzy so much that I'd run in, I'd scare myself, and I'd hide from these imaginary... So, yeah, creativity can tip over to being a bit mental at 5 and 6. So I think we always want to try stuff. I think it's part of intelligence, trying stuff out, seeing stuff, and then you do it more formally when you're aware of it. But I think you're right. I think it's playing, and I think a lot of it is seeing someone else's reaction, particularly with comedy. Like, I would say daft things to see what someone else would say back. And I didn't mind their reaction. I didn't mind whether they laughed or got angry or got confused. I'm still a bit like that. So I think I do it. It would make me laugh. If I say a joke and someone doesn't get it, that makes me laugh. I just want to see what happens. I just want to see what happens.
What was it? I introduced Snapchat to Grandad.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know what was going on. Because a number of times people say, can I take a selfie? And it's on video. And so what they've now got is 5 seconds of me grinning, like thinking it's a still, which is... And you did that, and I'm looking at it, and it does look like...
Yeah. And what happens now? Oh. I don't know what's going on. I've got a spot. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Good edit there. A big spot made its debut last night.
That was your +1.
Yeah, Ricky and his spot. I know. Oh, does that need a seat? How can I still be getting spots at 55? I didn't get spots as a teenager.
Well, it's all coming out now.
It's stress, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Do you get stressed at things like that, though? The premiere of your film?
What? Going out in front of thousands of people in Leicester Square pretending to be a rock star? Yeah, I get a bit stressed.
What are you like with reading reviews of things and like that? Do you bother? Does it bother you?
I don't worry about it. I don't worry about whether people, like it or not. But I did at first, and the first review I ever read from The Office, so I just came into this game, I thought, I hope it does well. The first review, the headline was Summer Stinker. It was and it said things like, Gervais sometimes fluffs his lines. Like I'd have left that in. And I thought, this is going well. Then someone else comes out with a 5-star review, and then it's you get on with it and you're on to the next thing. No, it doesn't affect me now. And Twitter's made me just realise that nothing matters. It's like most of the things you read on the internet is just like walking around reading every toilet wall in the world. Do you know what I mean? It's virtual.
That's an idea for a BBC Three show.
Yeah, Greg James with every toilet wall in the world. It's not bad, is it?
It's quite good, actually.
Yeah, get that on. It's so as people say, like the Golden Globes, do you get nervous? Are you worried about what people think? You're worried about the backlash? You're worried about, and I'm not worried about any of those things. I'm not worried about whether people like the joke or not, whether people hate it, whether the press hate it. I'm worried about delivering the jokes correctly. Yeah. That's all I worry about. It's like taking a penalty. If you score, it doesn't matter what they think of your run-up or the... You know what I mean? Yeah. You scored. So as long as I deliver the joke well, I don't care whether people hate it or gasp or get offended or anything. But you want to do a good job, and that's all you care about, the work.
What drives you to keep creating new things? Because
it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
It's a fun thing.
I can't not think stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm in the position where if I think something and I like the idea of it, I can put that into motion. I can have an idea in the bath. I get ideas in the bath.
We see them.
The ideas I get in the bath. And I can call someone and say, I want to do this. This is my next thing. This is my next big thing. They go, you in the bath? I go, yeah. No. I can't not do it. When I finish a job, I go, I'm exhausted. I'm glad that's over. I get half a day's thinking, and I have an idea. As soon as you relax, you get an idea for your next thing.
Yeah.
I go for a jog and I come up with one joke or an idea. And you never know what it is when it's in your head. It could be a stand-up piece. You could put it in a narrative piece, But it's just fun having ideas and then making them. That's why I do it. Also, the money's mental.
A rare white Bengal tiger named Kenya.
One minute they lick you and they may take a chunk at you, then 20 minutes later they may come and lick you. So you have to be very cautious with them.
I mean, whoever got that footage is like gold, isn't it? You'd never thought, when you start following these people, although I went to a domestic cat show in New York, Madison Square Gardens. I thought I like cats, right? But the owners, I couldn't take my eyes off the owners. They were like the people in this. I did hairdos I hadn't seen before. There was one family that bred these cats, and the cats were obviously inbred. But so there was it looked like their faces were on upside down. That's the only way I could. I couldn't stop looking at this family. They were from the deep south, and they'd come up to New York to show their pedigree cats, and they all had the same face, and it all looked like it was on upside down. But yeah, some of the hairdos were incredible. I mean that's true with anything, isn't it? If something's really, really in and nerdy and you love it, you're probably in a good way. You're probably not normal. Oh dear. Anyway. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's amazing. But don't keep tigers. I mean, how do we get... I'm trying to think, they're not as bad as them. They're all pretty bad. And how did we get to the point where there are that many tigers in captivity? More tigers in captivity in America than in the wild. When the first person said, I want to keep a tiger, the judge should have said, no, that's fucking mental. You can't keep a tiger. It's £500 and it eats people. You can't keep a tiger. I like them and I've got the money. You can't keep a fucking tiger, okay? Get a dog. Get a budgie. Don't get a budgie. Don't get a budgie. Let them fly. Let them fly. But you know what I mean? Don't keep a tiger.
White tigers, like I used to see you in the pictures with them. And, what was it like? Was they babies? Did you raise them since they was babies?
Absolutely. I had their mother and their father.
Oh, you had the mother and father and then they made the babies?
Yes. Yes.
You wasn't scared of these tigers, Mike?
Hey, listen, this is how it happened, Joe. I was in prison, right? And I was talking to one of my friends who I bought exotic cars from, and he was saying that one of my friends that he knew owed him some money. And he said, if he doesn't pay me any money, I'm going to take some of these cars and trade them in for some animals. I said, what kind of animals? He said, horses and stuff. And he said, Mike, they have some nice tigers and lions, too. If you got one of those, that would be so cool, a Ferrari. I said, yeah, that would be true. I said, why don't you order me a couple when I get out? So I'll be getting out in a couple of months. I was in prison. And so when I got out, I came home, I had 2 cubs.
Yo, that's fucking crazy, Mike. Like, you had tigers in your house, and then they was fully grown by the time you had... So, yo, Mike, there's a rumor that one of them jumped over the shit and bit the neighbor's arm off or some shit.
No, Joe, that's not what happened.
Tell me what happened, Mike.
Somebody jumped over my fence where the tiger was and jumped in the inhabitant and started playing with the tiger, and the tiger didn't know the lady, so it was a bad accident.
Oh, so she jumped over the gate?
Yeah, she jumped in the property where the tiger was at.
Let me ask you a question. They sued you for that shit?
Well, they tried to until they found out that she jumped over the fence and that she trespassed with the tiger. And listen, when I saw what the tiger did to her hand, I had a lot of money back then, so I gave her $250,000, whatever it was, because she was just fucked up, Joe.
Yeah, that motherfucker took her arm off, huh?
Oh, Joe, you can't believe what they can do to a person's flesh. I had no idea.
No, I know, because out in Dubai, my little man, Rashid Ben Hassan, his house is a zoo. So, like, when they eat dinner, you look this way, it's tigers, you look this way, it's lions, it's insane. They own a zoo, and so many animals there, him and his father and them, and they put me in with a tiger, and the motherfucker, he's so big, but he's so quick. And
listen, incredibly quick for something that's 500 pounds, 600 pounds.
You are not getting away from a tiger if he wants your ass. There is no way around it.
And they kill you in like 3 seconds, so you're not going to live long.
You know, I seen the tiger get fed. I seen a motherfucker throw like a piece of steak up to like a tree. It was like the 4th floor of a building, and the motherfucker jumped up there, hit the tree, and grabbed the steak. When I saw that, it erased every hope of me ever running away in the fucking jungle from a tiger.
No, you don't stand no chance, man. They kill you with one swing. Bow, you're dead. Your neck is broken.
So it's pretty much like Russian roulette fucking with these tigers, huh?
Hey, listen, know what I've learned? I was foolish that there's no way you're going to domesticate these cats 100%. There's no way that's going to happen.
Yo, that shit is crazy, Mike, because...
They kill you by accident. They don't even mean to kill you. They do it by accident. They're too strong.
Yeah, I'm sure they killed motherfuckers and was looking at their owner like, yo, what happened? Why he ain't getting up? They just don't realize they're like a fucking truck.
No, especially when you're playing rough with them. You're punching them back and they're getting hyped back and they hit you back and you're dead.
Yo, Mike, you was boxing with the motherfuckers, huh? Like you was...
Oh, I loved them. I used to sleep with them. They were my... I'm just happy I educated myself. It was late, but I've educated myself that I was doing the wrong shit. I shouldn't have had them in my house. I shouldn't have had them domesticated. At least believing that they were domesticated. I was wrong.
No way in the world, yo.
So I'm going to be off this stage in 30 seconds, whether Albert John is fucking ready or not. Now, thank you for coming to this event to save the world. If this doesn't do it, I don't know what will. To put this together, we had to throw in flying comedians and actors and rock stars from all over the world, some of them in private jets. They use up a lot of fuel, but it saves queuing. So, please, put your hands together for the man who introduced this band to the world in this documentary film, Spinal Tap. Mr. Marty DeBergi.
Russell Brand and Ricky Gervais, try and behave yourself, gentlemen, if you can.
Do that again and do the names.
No, I'm not doing it again. That's fine.
Like he's Russell Brand and I'm Ricky Gervais.
I think people can work this out. Yeah. I think people can work it out. The short one and the tall one, so don't worry about that. Now, as far as you're concerned, I don't know, I haven't worked that out yet. As far as you're concerned,
that's his attack. That's his first attack on you, Ricky. What's he going to say about me?
Okay, should we talk about something else now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, climate change. All right.
Okay.
Are you here tonight just to enjoy the content?
I'm not here
to
tonight.
do the job.
I'm
You're
not even here tonight. He is. This is
He
live.
is.
This is pre-recorded.
Right. Okay. Well, this is all going horribly wrong.
You
isn't
asked
it?
us.
I know.
I did
I'm
warn you.
regretting it now. I'm regretting it now.
No, it's a pleasure to be here, and everyone here is an absolute professional.
Except him. It's a shambles. Are you drunk?
Not yet. Now, climate change then. Is it something that you're interested in, or are you just here for the booze?
He's not holding that microphone.
Perched.
I should tell you what his other hand's doing.
All right, no, never mind. Look, it's holding this, so don't worry about that. Don't believe everything you hear from this man. So I'll ask you, climate change. Is it something you think seriously about?
You're the preferable one.
Right.
Imagine that. Someone
Yeah,
would
you've
rather
got-
talk to you than someone else.
This
Go on.
is quite a mark on your character that he's turned to me. Yeah, I do, of course I care about climate change. Now, as individuals, we can do an awful lot. You, for example, you're going to have to change the way you're living your lifestyle. Don't look all cynical.
How do you know I live? How do you know how I live my lifestyle?
No,
look, the
it's
idiot.
important.
It's
It's
like
not care
I go
about
around
nothing.
killing turtles for a laugh.
He does do that.
So climate change. And my lifestyle.
Your lifestyle, particularly the way you turned up here on a jet bike, making women pregnant on his team just for a jolly.
That was a vicious rumour.
You're like a modern day Jack the Ripper, you are.
Right, thank you for that. Oh, that's... Oh dear, bring back Keane. Right, okay, but seriously, guys.
Okay, no, seriously,
right, do
no,
you really
no,
think that this sort of concept makes any difference whatsoever? There's a message out there, climate change. You guys are here having a good time. Everyone else is in the audience. Do you think it's significant?
It does make a difference because a lot of the acts were flown in by private jet. So that's added to the emissions no end.
Right, okay, so it's a bad thing then.
I just want people to let
That
Nelson
was a
Mandela
joke.
go.
Yeah,
As soon
get
as-
him out.
Get him out!
And Maggie.
Let Mandela go.
And Charlie from Big Brother.
Charlie's got to be freed sooner or later, one of these days. Well, yeah, I think if all of us as individuals do the occasional thing, like me now, I can make you happy. A little shred there. You see, it's made a little difference to the world. By doing small things, we can
Yeah.
make a difference. We don't have to do a
Small
big
things
thing.
like him.
We don't have to...
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I don't clean my teeth now and let the tap run.
I don't do that.
No, exactly. I don't clean my teeth. I recycle. But I don't. Do you find it hard walking through busy built-up areas now? We have to have a car with blacked-out windows, don't we? And that adds to it. I used to walk
Right, well,
everywhere.
you have to walk everywhere. Go on rollerblades or something.
Yeah, no, they shout, "Do the dance." To you, which is weird.
And I can't do the dance, you know.
Of course you can. Go on.
I'm not doing the dance. If it comes to that point, it's been a grim afternoon here at Wembley if I find myself doing that dance. Crikey.
I think I've actually had enough of all this now. I can't get any sense out of these two at all. You've been an absolute pleasure to talk to.
No, say the truth.
Turn the light off.
Back to you in the studio.
Move on up. Why not? Good advice. Isn't it? How are you? Welcome to another Ricky's Bollock, as it's known. There's even a gang called the Bollocks Gang. They do things for charity and ask me stupid fucking questions. Right, I've got loads of questions. Welsh Felix, what's your next creative endeavour? And what is the project you have in mind for you and Ryan Reynolds to do together? Oh, no, I said no, I haven't got a project with him. But I thought of a good advert we could do together with this and his aviation gin. So, no, it's not a project, although I would love it. He's great. I would work with him, of course. But I'm too lazy now to do anything else. The thing I'm doing at the moment, I'm developing just a pilot for an adult animation about cats. That's all I can tell you, in case it's rubbish. At the moment, it's going well. There's nothing like it. It makes me laugh. That's all you can say, isn't it? I don't know if people will love it. I don't know if it's going to be, mainstream or a cult. I mean, I thought Afterlife was a cult, but it was a huge cult that was bigger than most mainstream things. So you never know. And that I was worried about, like, how can I do a comedy about suicide and cancer? Turns out you can. Leopold and Loveday. If you were a cat like us, would you climb the Christmas tree? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because if I was a cat, like you, I'd be an idiot, wouldn't I? So I would climb the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. That's not bad, is it? I'll do that. Drink Dutch Barn. Merry Christmas. There's an advert. Another one. It's that easy. It's that easy. And my cat, when I was little, Paddy, Big Tabby, a bit like Pickle, used to eat the lametta. You remember that sort of like stuff that you'd hang on Christmas trees that was like sort of tin foil? It would eat that and throw it up. So we just find these really sort of glamorous, shiny balls of vomit around the house. Liberace spew. Yeah, so I probably would climb the Christmas tree. Julie Kemple. Is there anyone you met professionally that has surprised you or been different to what you expected? David Bowie springs to mind. Just because he was so innovative and, I don't know, and he was like alien. And then you meet him and he's a normal bloke from South London. And he's really down to earth and funny, and he knows about stuff. He still knows what's going on. You know, you expect him to be sort of out of touch in some sort of weird lair. Yeah, just a bloke called Davy Jones. Gonzo the cat. If you had to choose one, would you A, never tell another joke in your life? That's impossible. That's impossible. Never taste alcohol again. Can I drink it and hold my nose? I think you mean never. I'll take that as never drink alcohol again. That's tough. Easier than the first one. Never travel beyond Hampstead or your house in the country. That's not that bad. The way honestly, even when I travel to places I really love, I wish they were down the road, or I could teleport myself. Just getting up and getting dressed. Lose all memories of your career since 2001. No, that's the fun bit, isn't it? Looking back at stuff. You know you did a good job, and that's soon that's all you are, isn't it? Memories, when you can't actually do any of that shit anymore. I think never go beyond Hampstead. That's fine. Unless something terrible happens to Hampstead, which I don't think it will. Hampstead is one of those places that sort of time forgot. Whatever's happening in the world, it's always okay in Hampstead. So I think it's got to be 3. Then I can tell jokes, drink alcohol, and remember stuff. Although the alcohol, I thought that would be a good advert for alcohol. Sort of like a play on words. Dutch Barn, it helps me forget. Because it does actually, it can affect your memory. I told you I'd do honest advertising. Just me sat in a bin like that. I drink vodka because it helps me forget. What? That. Imagine that in the Super Bowl, that advert. Me in a bin going, I drink vodka because it helps me forget. Just that. Cost 40 quid, that advert. Put it on Super Bowl. Well, it probably cost about $1 million to put on Super Bowl, but you know what I mean? They're already regretting giving me the company. Right, one more. Jenna, I'm going on my first ever trip to New York tomorrow. Where is your favourite part of New York and why? Oh, Central Park. We go every day, Central Park, walk every day, like we do here. We walk on the Heath in Hampstead every day we're here. And when we're in New York, we go to the park every day. It's great. It's great. I know loads of dogs there as well. The High Line has got sort of, it's a special place for me because that was the first time I played New York when David Bowie asked me to play Madison Square Garden as a benefit for him helping build the High Line. The High Line Festival, 2007, I want to say, 6, not sure. And we usually walk that every time we're there. It's great. It's like a disused railway where they planted. It's amazing. You just walk the length of it. Sometimes a bit busy in sort of holidays and warm weather, but check out Central Park and the High Line, and those two things are free. I think, yeah, those two. Check those out. Well, what have I got to say? Oh, so, yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. I've invested in that as well. You know about that. Can of water. It's to cut down plastics in the ocean. Just tons and tons. But it never goes away. It kills animals, you know, fish, turtles. It's dreadful. And this is, again, completely recyclable aluminium. And it now comes in a resealable thing, so you open it and you can slide it back and it's totally resealable. So yeah, will it make a huge difference? I don't know. Maybe not in my lifetime, but you know, it's a punt, isn't it? There's worse things to do with your money. So I think it's worth a try. I can't take it with me, can I? So I'm sort of trying to spend my money on nice things, animal charities, sustainable vodka, and cans of water. And I think there's some other things. Maybe I'll do a vegan range of, I don't know, soaps or something. Just something that helps a little bit. If I do loads of things that help a little bit, you know, that's all right, isn't it? That's about it, really. Thanks for following. Yeah. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye. Oh, people who do that thing on the street as well. Dustman's blow. Still, I mean, who does that? I always, if I see someone like just jogging, right, and they do a dustman's blow, I always go, F me. Like, hope they hear it. So I've seen someone say, like, F it now. Get it on. T-Rex with the great Mark Bolan. How are you? If emotions are the product of biochemical reactions, then in the future we will be theoretically able to control them. Well, yeah. If we could control emotions through technology, should we? Well, we do really, don't we? If it's your own and it's up to you and you don't want to feel a certain way, I mean, we do have things like that, don't we? Sort of antidepressants and some. I'm not a doctor, but I think some mental illnesses are, well, everything's physical, but you know what I mean. Some of them are chemical imbalances, aren't they? I'm guessing here. I don't know. I don't. But yeah, I mean, it's not always a bad thing, isn't it? It depends, doesn't it? If you, I don't know why you take them to never feel happy again. That'd be a bit weird. So it depends. There's good and bad. There's good and bad science. Good science, oh, chemotherapy, good science, well done. Bad science, Frankenstein. So it depends, doesn't it? I mean, that was quite a good question. But the only reason I didn't take it seriously is it comes to the point, it's a dog, right, asking me. That's I suddenly realised the absurdity of this. If this was a doctor, and an environmental biologist and a psychiatrist, and they're going, well, yeah, that's a good point, right? And it was a human, no, but a dog asking me, it's absurd. Talking of which, here's Rupert, the dog. Here we go. This is Rupert's question. You've woken up in a dark cave. Okay, let's see if that's relevant. Why he's setting the story. Let's see if this was needed. Let's see if we could cut down any of this question. Okay, you've woken up in a dark cave. As your eyes adjust to the surroundings, you smell incense. Wow. Why am I in a fucking dark cave? And why have I had a little snooze? It's the question, right? Why did I go to a dark cave to have a little snooze, Rupert? You little fat sausage. You've woken up in a dark cave. As your eyes adjust to the surroundings, you smell incense. You follow the smell. I would. I'd assume I was looking for some sort of, it was like a yoga class or a record shop in the late 70s. If I smell incense, it's either a record shop or a cool clothes shop, right? Or my next door neighbour's lodger is smoking dope, and that's what he's trying to hide. Okay, you've woken up in a dark cave. As your eyes adjust to the surroundings, you smell incense. You follow the smell to the corner of the cave, right? And lo and behold, there is Jesus sitting cross-legged, right? Right. What 3 questions do you ask him? Right. That could have been, if Jesus was real, what would you ask him? But no. Why am I waking up in a cave and smelling joss sticks? Right. Okay. Sitting cross-legged. Is that how I know it's Jesus? And not just... Why don't I think it's just some homeless guy sitting in a cave? And he'd go, what are you doing here? It's my cave. I go, sorry, I don't know. I had a lot to drink last night, and I don't know what happened. Remember you came in? I go, did I? He goes, yeah. Then you on my bag of clothes. I go, oh, sorry, mate. Then you said something, and you insulted me, and you fell asleep. I go, sorry, mate. It won't happen again. They go, no, it won't happen again because I've got to move because it stinks, isn't it? Why do I know? Do I just know it's Jesus, do I? I just know it's Jesus. Do I accept it? Of course I wouldn't accept it. I wouldn't accept it. I would go, if he had ID, oh, Jesus, no, you're mental. Okay, what 3 questions would I ask you? Right, why are you in a cave? How did I get here? What's the point? What are you doing? What are we to learn from this? It's ridiculous. Oh God. What was it like living in the Bible? What was that like? Ollie comic strip. Having written children's books, started a game show with kids and produced a children's film, would you ever consider creating a TV series for children? Well, yeah, maybe. It's not my... I don't know why. There's better people better. I don't know why I do that. It's not my sort of thing, really. But having said that, some of the things I do, like even stuff like, I think The Invention of Lying was rated 13, and that was, I'd like to do something with Flanimals. I definitely would like to. I think an animation, like a weird, that SpongeBob vibe, just mental for kids and adults. That's what I'd like to do. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. But I can't be bothered to do anything. I like doing this because there's absolutely no work involved is me sitting down with a beer that I'd be doing anyway, and I'm saying things out loud as opposed to just thinking them. See, if you undo this, this is me usually from 6 till 6:30. Just thinking shit like that. And here, I just say it out loud. Nancy says, have you ever wished you were born the opposite sex? If so, why? I haven't. Do I still have to answer the why? Like, I assume that was if I have, why? But if I say no, have I got to say why? I can't think of any reason other than you don't do it. You just don't. I don't think I've ever thought like that. I like using the urinal. It's convenient. We can go anywhere. We can go up against a tree, can't we? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that's the only advantage of being a man. Also, let's not forget women are the most oppressed group you go anywhere in history. Much better off being a bloke. Sorry, true. Oh God, there's another one. Stonewall Rockhaven, if that is his real name. You are standing before St. Peter at the pearly gates, and he says you have one more life on earth, but as a dog. Fine. What breed would you choose to be? Well, first thing I thought of was like a bulldog, because I'd be used to the sort of breathing and the length of legs. I'd be used to what it was like sort of walking uphill. I mean, I just don't think you can go wrong with like being a golden retriever. Nice dog, nice owner. You know what I mean? It would be a nice. It feels like that would be a good life. If I was everyone goes, everyone, they're nice. People are nice around them. No one's scared of a golden retriever. If a golden retriever comes running towards you, you don't go, oh fuck. You know what I mean? You know it's going to come up and sort of like sit on your foot or lick your leg or something. So yeah, can't go wrong with a Labrador golden retriever. Louisa Core says, my down-to-earth question is, are you painting more? I'm not. If so, what do you paint? And can we see any artworks? No. It's so funny. I was thinking I'll get some canvases, and I just didn't bother, and then it happened. But I haven't been painting. No, I don't know why. I've been filling my days. I've been doing more working out and sport. I've been writing as much, but no, I haven't been painting. What do I paint? I almost exclusively paint sort of abstract stuff now. I mean, that hides the fact that I haven't got enough skill, and it's I like it more as well. I do like abstract. In fact, if there's a great painting but it's got a person in it or a face, I go, oh, get that out. I don't want that on the wall. I don't even know who's that. You know what I mean? I want swirling sort of. I mean, Turner, it was figurative, but he managed to. His colours were great. Turner colours, abstract. I like some portrait stuff. Rembrandt, Rembrandt clicked. All his backgrounds were black, and it was great. It was drama. It wasn't the sort of people going like that, painting themselves like that. So yeah, but yeah, I can only do real abstracts. Scapes, I like scapes, skies and buildings and things like that. Joey, again, starts off the question. The question starts off with a premise, a fact, right? When you die, someone's going to resurrect you. In your new life. They're not, Joey. They're not. Because that's mental. When you die, someone's going to resurrect you. I'd be furious. I'd be absolutely furious. But all right, what are we doing? You're alive. You right. When you die, someone's going to resurrect you. In your new life, you must live the life of a character from any of your shows. Whose do you choose? Oh, is it like a new life? Oh, okay. So it's not me coming back still shitting myself and in pain the way I died at 83 in a bath chair. right? I'm someone else. I live at like where I go. Who has the most fun? Derek always springs to mind. I think Derek, yeah. Is it one of my characters that I played or anyone's? I still think it's Derek. I think I'd be Derek. Can't go wrong. Claire says, if Room 101 was real and you could actually get rid of 3 things from life that irritate you, what would those 3? Seriously, 3 is not enough. If I started listing things that I'm assuming these aren't the big serious things. You wouldn't say fascism, famine, and cancer. They irritate me, right? I assume you mean not big, like foibles and habits and like people sniffing. Yeah, I assume you mean those little trivial things that drive me mental. Yeah, you can't have general stupidity. Just what would I ban? So if it's not the big things, people who do that thing on the street as well. Dustman's blow. Still, I mean, who does that? I always, if I see someone like just jogging, right, and they do a dustman's blow, I always go, F me. Like, hope they hear it. So I've seen someone see like, F now. Yeah, noisy eaters. What else would there be? Who's being late? So much fuzzy thinking and just general etiquette and people not knowing they're annoying. It's so funny. I was thinking that if a dog comes over and jumps up at me, a little dog and tore my t-shirt, and I just if a person did that, I'd go, you stupid idiot. You owe me a t-shirt, you clumsy twat. Cut your toenails, you moron. But a dog does that, I go, oh, look. Imagine a person running along just jumping on my lap. I'd punch him in the face. But if a cat does it or a dog, I go, oh, he's on my lap. Same with eating. If a dog's going, I'm going, oh, look, he's enjoying that. If I see a bloke doing that, again, I want to just drag him out of the restaurant by his neck. So, there's a list of things that annoy me. I told you about the time we were in this lovely restaurant. It was just us, right? An early lunch in San Francisco. And it was on the bay, and we were looking out. There was a seal and a pelican, and the waiter was great. And then the busboy kept coming out of the kitchen, standing, looking like that, right? And he kept going, and honestly, every time he did it, I was just waiting for it to happen. And Jamie was going, just forget it, just forget it. I was going, oh my God. And then I just hear it in the distance. I go, like that, just to myself. It was the mental case. Good. People keep saying, play the guitar. I'll say hello to some of you. I'm going to be, hi Richard, evening from the Cowsey. The Cowsey is the place, it's Cows Hill, where I used to live in Whitley. That's funny. Was Derek based off something? No, it wasn't based on anyone I knew, really. I hope you had a mask on. Oh, this was years ago. Misophobia, that's misophobia, is it? When you're noisy eaters and breathing. And... Well, thanks everyone. People keep saying play a bit of Brent's song. I don't know why, you can just download them. What do you want me doing it for? It's not as good as a recording, is it? Or is it just me? Is it like it's live? Is that fun? Sold my shack in Memphis, bought me a Chevrolet, 6-string in the back and a bottle of Jack, and I headed down to Mexico way, singing ooh la la la, ooh la 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 lay, ooh la 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 la. It's a beautiful day, oh, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. There you go. You can buy that on iTunes. Get the album. This is free. Please play as a song. I just did. Oh, am I behind? Okay, well, thank you very much. Let's do this again. Thanks for tuning in. But have a nice week and be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, co-owner of Dutch Barn Vodka, and with me today, Dr. Patterson. Now, this is an advert, so you're not a real doctor.
No, I'm an actor.
Now, you like a drink, don't you?
Absolutely.
What do you drink?
Beer.
I think vodka is probably better than beer in terms of calories per unit of alcohol, although I doubt it'd make a dent in you. You're a fat because you eat too much, I'm assuming.
And no exercise.
You're a fat because you eat too much, right?
No exercise.
You're a fat because you eat too much. Fat. And I'm the co-owner of... Fucking can't look at him. Wait, okay. Could you tell us some of the dangers of alcohol?
Yeah, there's loads. High blood pressure.
Why do you eat and drink so much then?
I'm not sure. I like the taste of food.
Yeah. Everyone does. But you don't like being unhealthy and out of breath and sweaty and despised, do you?
No, I guess I've got no willpower and that depresses me, so I just eat and drink way more than I should.
Yeah. So you suffer from mental health as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to get up in the morning, face the world. What would you do, though?
I don't know.
Shush, everyone.
I just...
Go running.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, and I'm the co-owner of Dutch Barn Vodka. Oh, I can't. It's fucking really brought a downer.
You asked, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Got to try and be funny now. Fucking Fatty Arbuckle about to tell me.
God, the heck?
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, co-owner of Dutch Barn Vodka, and with me today, Dr. Patterson. Now, this is an advert, so you're not a real doctor.
No, I'm an actor.
Like George Clooney in ER.
I guess.
So, Doctor,
Actor.
can you tell us some of the dangers of alcohol?
Well, there's loads, from high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, liver disease, weakening the immune system, digestive problems, depression, and accidents.
Dutch Barn.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Tired straight away. I'll tell you why. Right? It's not just the hot bath and the stingy eyes and that I'm old. Right? It's the fact that I've got a frozen shoulder coming. Now, if you remember, about 10 years ago, this one was frozen, right? For about 18 months. You have like 6 months of agony. If you touch it, it feels like your arm's coming out of its socket and you've been electrocuted and you fall on the floor and cry in agony. I used to wake up screaming where I rolled on it, right? And this one's getting it now, 10 years later. You can only have one in each shoulder, apparently. I don't know why. So this one's safe. And when this is over, that's it. I can sort of lift it to there. And it's got to the phase now where I'm not sleeping. It's been about a week where there's nowhere you can lay because your weight of your own shoulder, you can't lay on it. You can't even lay on the other side because the weight of the shoulder squeezes all the badness. I'm not a doctor. I've had some acupuncture, which is sort of temporary. That's as far as I can go. I couldn't be a Nazi, could I? Can't get above there. Oh, so anyway, that's why I'm tired. I've been having to schedule things around definitely having a nap at lunchtime because I know I wouldn't have slept well.
Two of probably the most foundational defining things about American history is that we beat the Confederates and we beat the Nazis. And I don't know what side people may be on today, but I still am not rocking with anyone sympathetic to Nazis. And I will do that until I am 6 feet in the ground. Like, kind of foundational to me as a human being. And so, if you're cool and want to defend the Sig Heils and the Nazi salutes, all the, whatever you want to do, that's on you. I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm not with the Nazis. How about that? I mean, but it's very important for us to assert these things, because in times like now, what people want is for all of us to just give up. They want all of us to just give up and say, America's gone to hell in a handbasket and we're done. And just let them do what they're going to do. No. If there are no good people left in the world, I want to be the last one. And that's the ethos every single one of us can take.
I'm tired, my fucking frozen shoulder. That's as far as I can get it. Oh. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.